Man United centre-back Aiden Heaven has posted a positive update concerning his injury situation following that seemingly nasty injury as Man United made light work of Leicester City in the English Premier League. Meanwhile, we've got some updates concerning Kobbie Mainoo and his contract situation as Manchester United seems to be progressing in terms of talks. Listen, no youngster is going to be just let go of just like that. We are not Arsenal. We don't groom world beaters and give them away to our rivals just like that. That's exactly what Ineos are trying to ensure does not happen. Meanwhile, Christian Eriksen thinks he will be leaving at the end of this of the summer. Don't we all, honestly? Anyway, let's get into it. Subscribe, like, and share. So here's the thing. Aiden Heaven has gone on his Instagram to post an update concerning his injury with a positivity all around as people did back him, so much, commenting about his situation and, telling him to be strong. He will be back stronger and hoping that it is soon. In fact, because certainly if you think about it, he's one of those players clearly Man United will need because Ruben Amorim and his system need a left-footed guy in the back three. Now, there is no Lenny Yoro who is not left-footed. Definitely that makes it even more worrying or concerning. But listen, we are in an international break that is going to take about 2 weeks. Sadly, many a time when players go for the international break, a few guys come back not 100% fit. We are hoping it's not the case this time, but we certainly hope that by the time we return from the international break, Aiden Heaven is fit enough to continue playing. But he has dropped a positive update. Now, the club is yet to confirm exactly what happened, what the injury is. But at least if we are getting it from him that he's not so badly off and he's recovering positively and so well, I think that is all we want to hear. So that's, I think, it for now. Let's not speculate and guess, but we don't know a date yet when he could be returning. He will probably be out for a couple of weeks. We will know. It's just a matter of time. People have been asking me lots and lots of questions about the Aiden Heaven injury situation. Boy, will be back. I love his attitude. So positive. The mentality plays more into the physique, and that's why I have all the confidence that he will recover so fast. Now, away from Heaven's injury situation, the talks seem to be progressing well. According to what we gather now, is that Kobbie Mainoo won't be leaving in the summer like certain uncredible reports or sources were trying to suggest or claim. According to what we have, Manchester United are not in any way planning to lose a young player like Kobbie, a future talent, a generational talent. They are not about to do the same. Those are the mistakes Arsenal did. They lost players like Chido, Obi, and Heaven to Man United. Look how good they are. And guess what? These players are going to lift the Premier League before Arsenal does. Yeah, that's what I think. I honestly think so, by the way. I think Amorim will win the Premier League before Mikel Arteta ever touches it or sniffs it. So, anyhow, Kobbie Mainoo's contract talks are going on. The beauty is the player himself seems to be clear. He knows what he wants. He has been clear with his agents, telling them he wants them to resolve this situation because he wants to stay and play for Manchester United. It is his boyhood club. It is the club he has loved. It's a dream come true. And money is not about to separate him from the club, especially when he also knows that he has got a lot to prove. He's only 19. He has barely played a full season with Man United. So he certainly knows there is a lot for him to prove before claiming to want so much amounts of money. And he knows and understands the situation the club is in. So I think for me, that's a beautiful, positive update that anyone, Man United, would appreciate. So the young players are definitely the priority for Ineos. They are the priority for Ruben Amorim. By the way, in case you didn't think about it, the reason Ineos changed the structure to not having a manager but a head coach is because when you have so many young players, they need to be coached football. You need to coach them to play football a certain way. So the plan for Ineos has always been about young players, coach them, make them beautiful footballers, and sell some of them, make some money, and keep the club sustaining and running like that. That's exactly what they are planning to do, and Ruben Amorim was brought in particularly for that. So any youngster who has got any little bit of talent in them cannot just be disposed of just like that. That's why 27-year-olds like Marcus Rashford can leave, and according to what we gather, the plan for Man United is not to bring back Marcus Rashford. Neither are they planning to bring back Anton, at least from what we gather. They seem to be confident they will be able to get some good money from the players. I think Rashford, about 40 million is what they're looking at. or even more, because now he's back in the England team, and Anton as well could be sold, so that they use that same money to try and sign the players like Hugo Echitike, striker who is being linked with Man United and the like. So guys, listen, no young player is going to leave the club. So let's not worry. Let there be no pressure that Kobbie will leave. These players are still with us. Now, there's one player who will never see Carrington again. There is one player who will never be allowed into Carrington again, and that's Jadon Sancho. Fabrizio Romano has dropped a beautiful update, I should say, and made it clear that Man United have been clear and consistent. They don't want Jadon Sancho back at the club. That is clear. Remember, Chelsea have figured that Jadon Sancho is not all that. They have realized that he's not all that, and they were trying to find ways of probably paying some money, because there is that window they could exploit, pay some money to Man United and have Jadon Sancho back at the club. Now, Man United have made it clear they do not want this guy, this flop here, back at all. They don't want to see him back at Carrington. It's not going to happen. Guys, Sancho is not returning. And I know there are people out there who would want to see Sancho back at Man United. Somehow, people view football differently. There are people out there who honestly feel Jadon Sancho should be back at United. Honestly, with his attitude, him going and dropping comments about Marcus Rashford and how he's, free, the freedom, and, because he had a good game at Aston Villa. Listen, Rashford is back in the England national team. No one is thinking about Sancho. Look at his performances against all these clubs, and how he was averaging, negligible performances, honestly. Some of them he was coming off the bench, others he started, but he was never applying himself, no impact at all, no shot on goal. Let me tell you, we said Chelsea took us for a ride when they gave us Mason Mount. I think we really, really got our revenge on them. This, for me, was a sweet revenge, must feel like a sweet revenge. They gave us an injury-prone Mason Mount. We gave them a clueless Jadon Sancho. We'd rather deal with a player because of injury than deal with a player whose injury is on the head. For Sancho, I think his injury is in the head. Mental injuries is what he's suffering from. You've not even proved yourself where you are on loan. You're out there just making stupid comments about the club and stuff. It's so annoying, and it speaks volumes about his attitude. And such a player should not be anywhere close to our beloved kids that we are grooming at Man United. So guys, it's not happening. Be sure about that. Whether you want him or not, it's good the club doesn't. Me neither. I don't want him back. I don't like his attitude. I don't think he's all that. He's not a hard worker. There is nothing for him to offer at Man United under Ruben Amorim anyway. So for me, guys, Sancho, closed door. And I love what the club is doing. So that's it, guys. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. A lot of stuff going on around Man United. But the most important thing is that our boy will be back soon, back stronger, back fresher. That's Aiden Heaven. Let me catch you later, fam.